Hi everyone. I am so happy to be here with you. We're actually going to cover a lot of information today, so I'm very, very excited that each of you is with us. We're going to cover a plethora of information on short sales. As Steve mentioned, I've done over 450 short sales. Continue to do them. I have a very active short sale team that I operate now, and we're still shorting every single day. We closed on 2 of them yesterday, as a matter of fact. So I love it, and I want you guys to love it as well. As far as short sales are concerned, what we want to talk about today we're going to get into the basics of short sales. We're going to talk about the mindset of short selling. It really is a mindset. It's a mindset that you have to have. It's a mindset that you have to understand that the seller has. There's a mindset as it relates to the bank and the lender, and then there's a mindset as it relates to the buyer agent or the buyer that's buying the short sale from your client. We're going to talk about the steps in the process. What are the steps? What are the right steps? And what documents are needed in that short sale package? What's the right combination of documents? How do you put package all that together for a speedy approval? We're going to look at the guidelines for MLS as it pertains to your area and how to properly list your short sales on MLS. We're going to talk about the lender approval process and how you can speed that up. And we'll talk about the mitigation process in general. Very, very specific instruction that we're going to give on that. Now, when we're talking about short sale basics, one thing I'd like for you guys to understand, now we do understand that short sales are the market of the moment, okay? So they're really hot right now. I started doing short sales back in 2004, and they weren't as hot then, but short sales are a skill that you will always be able to use. I want you to be very clear on that. You'll always be able to use short sale skills, even when the market gets better, which we all hope and pray that it will, and we know that it will. There will always be people that are upside down and have no other option but to sell their home, and the short sale will be that option. Right now, we're looking probably at a nice 3-year window for you to really get in there and do real well. Sometimes I have agents say, well, heck, Knolly, should I learn this if it's only going to be around for 2-3 years? Well, it won't only be around for 2 or 3 years, but I will tell you this. Last year, my little team, we made over $450,000 in commissions from doing short sales. And that's not a bad situation to have for the next 2 or 3 years, if that's your situation. It could help you pay down a lot of debt or whatever your case might be, help a lot of people is what it will help you as well. Now, the other thing is that it's been said that about 15, maybe even 20% of all transactions in average in North America are underwater and are short, what we call short sales, or upside down. And in some of you guys are listening in areas where you have as much as 50, 60, 70, 80% of your market is distressed, either short sales or REO. You do have options. I want to talk about that. As you're working short sales, you have many options. You can initiate. That means you can do it all. You could also work with a processor. You could. The other thing you could do is be a specialist in the sense that you refer your short sales to other agents. Now, even if you're a referral agent and you're only getting short sales to refer them to others, you absolutely have to understand the process in order to know that whoever you've referred these to is doing it correctly and saving you time. Another thing I like to teach, and I'm not sure if we'll have time for this today, but is you could easily start a short sale team and have administrative people handling most of the chores for you. Now, short sales are absolutely a win-win. The reason they're a win-win is because 4 people are impacted in a very positive way with a short sale. Number one, the seller is impacted very positively because, first of all, they avoid foreclosure. Okay, they get the financial relief, and their credit is protected. We're going to talk a little bit about that in a moment. The buyer gets a great value, a good value opportunity, the lender is able to mitigate their losses, and the buyer agent or us as listing agents, we get, particularly as a listing agent, you're going to get clients for life. Okay, you're helping people out of a very difficult situation, and that leads to a lot of, happiness. Maybe not initially, but later on they're going to remember that you were the person that, even though other people said it couldn't be done, you helped them through one of the darkest times of their life, and that's going to be good for client, having a client for life and for future referrals. So you're talking a real win-win as it relates to this whole situation.
Knolly, I just want to say, when I was doing my research for this, you had talked to me about credit scores with short sales, and I was surprised to learn that you say how many negative credit points does a short sale impact?
That's almost a trick question, Steve, but it's a very good question. In fact, Ron Walker, who used to be, he was the Senior Vice President of Legal Affairs for the Texas Association of Realtors. So he was VP of that legal department and had about 100,000 realtors under him. And he says that basically the short sale itself has zero negative impact on a person's credit score, zero impact. However, most people that are going through a short sale process have missed a payment or so, maybe more than one payment, 2, 3 payments, and so they're going to have their credit score impacted maybe up to 50 points. Now, a foreclosure, you're going to have your credit score impacted up to 250 points. This is also research that Brian Buffini did in his in a recent some recent research that came out. So 50 points would be if